Hey guys,
Hello, everybody.
and
Welcome to the new pod.
welcome to the new pod. And we have, it was kind of like a dry period there between obviously we got Supergirl's trailer in December and the Brainiac casting, so that was like one bunch of news. And then after that, it was kind of like nothing for like until now basically, which like it's been a dry period, but we have a lot of stuff to go over surprisingly. And yeah.
Yes, we do. It's like we were in this DC drought, and then all of a sudden we're getting a lot of news. We kind of expected that April would be like the month of DC, like Supergirl, a
Like
Wonder Woman
starting
announcement,
again, yeah.
Man of Tomorrow filming. Just like a lot of everything just coming back to us. That DC freshness that we needed.
Yeah. So yeah, it all started. Obviously, it started with the Supergirl trailer, the new one, which we'll discuss a bit later. But let's talk about the thing that everyone's talking about right now, which is this whole debacle with Maxima. So I think we mentioned this in our last video about Man of Tomorrow that she's been sort of rumored as like the female lead, and she was leaked. Like a description for someone like her was leaked in November of last year, and then after that, Nexus Point News confirmed that it was Maxima and it wasn't Wonder Woman, which is what everyone originally thought. And so after that, we kind of got nothing, and we were like, oh, okay, so we're all waiting for James Gunn to like confirm Maxima's like casting or whatever. And so we had heard a tiny bit of rumors about like an actress we'll discuss later. Where's she from?
Oh, she's from Argentina.
Yeah,
And this kind of like fits into like James Gunn's familiarity with Latin actresses
yeah,
that are pretty underrated in the States.
yeah,
So I could see her playing Maxima, honestly. Like I feel like she's the pick.
yeah. But yeah, we'll talk about that. So that was our
Hmm.
first kind of movement of that, and then yesterday, no, not yesterday, like a few days ago, like we got like this random. It was yesterday actually. Wait.
It was yesterday, yeah.
But like yesterday, we got this announcement of like randomly out of nowhere that Adria Arjona, Ella Purnell, and Marissa Abella were all testing for Maxima. Like, and we were like, okay, I guess. I mean, to me, the choices were a bit like these are like different. Like each of these actors give like a different type of vibe, so I don't really know. Like they're not all the same type of actress. Like so, if it was like that Eva girl and Isa Gonzalez and Adria Arjona, I'd be like, okay, so that's what they're going for. But then Ella Purnell is kind of like a weird type of actress. Like she does like weird, quirky roles, so she doesn't give like what I would expect a Maxima casting. So I was kind of like, oh, okay, so I guess this is it. And then, yeah, what are your thoughts on these three actresses?
I felt the same with Ella Purnell. I'm like, this is such a random thing. With these three actresses, it makes it seem like this was something that was leaked by like one of their agents, and it was like,
Yeah.
okay, like, hey, like I heard there's like an audition for a Wonder Woman role. Let's just like leak this to the press so they know that like we're headed up, like we're gunning for this. And in doing so, they kind of they might have cost these women a job or like any kind of position in DC because we know how Gunn is. He doesn't like when like he gets clocked, and he would change a whole storyline if it got leaked. Which, well, I don't know how true that is because the Superman script got leaked, and he still kept it. I mean, he couldn't really do much, but how I feel about these women specifically, I will say Ella Purnell does not give Wonder Woman or Maxima at all in the slightest.
Yeah.
Like you said, like she's more like she fits quirky roles,
Yeah,
or
like
I mean, she
Zatanna.
can go like a little bit hardcore, Zatanna, yeah. But even then, it's like a certain kind of
It's
like
like a
hardcore
quirky
roles. Like in
hardcore.
her,
Yeah.
yeah, like in that video game show she played. What is it called?
Fallout. Or
Fallout, yeah,
Arcane.
or Arcane, yeah. But for for Adria, you already know like she's like my top pick for Wonder Woman. I just wish this didn't come at a time when Sarah Pigeon was being like, becoming like my more favorable pick. Cause now it's just like, damn, like I was leaning more towards Sarah at the time when I wasn't leaning towards Adria, but now it might actually be Adria. And then the last woman, Marissa Abella, if I'm being honest, she really looks like Wonder Woman to me in that one picture, or like the other pictures I've seen.
Yeah, she
But
looks a lot like
not
Wonder
like
Woman.
she doesn't look like a current Wonder Woman. She looks like a Wonder Woman that's like maybe like 40 now. or like what would be 40. Like like
What?
like an age. She looks like an aged Wonder Woman in a sense. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, she kind of does look like a more mature, grown type of Wonder
Yeah, she
Woman.
looks very
She has
like
a mature type of
and
face.
so I had this theory that she is auditioning for Wonder Woman, but or all these women are auditioning for like different kinds of Themyscirians, and she's auditioning for Wonder Woman's mother.
Well, she's the
I call
same
it
age as
I
Ella
call it
Purnell, and she's younger than Adria Arjona.
well, that's just
So you
I'm
basically
very
called
sorry
her
to this
old.
woman. No, I'm just saying she looks very mature. Like she looks very
Right.
modest
I
and
feel like
monarchy. Like
but like I think she does have like some certain like I don't know where she's from. Her name is giving like maybe like Latina but like Italian as well, like that type of vibe.
yeah.
Even though she has some like ethnic, like I thought she was Arab by looking at her. Like she has that Arab type of like
Oh,
features on her face and that kind of gives a
I
mature
can see
vibe.
that.
And so
Yeah.
these were all like when I first looked at this, I was like, okay, like what is going on here? Like you can kind of tell this is like a weird like yeah, you can kind of yeah, we just had to accept it cuz we didn't believe that Deadline could be wrong cuz they are like the like they're like the like news. And so we were
Yeah.
shocked when
The source.
yeah, we were shocked when James Gunn said this, as you can see. He was like clearly mad that this had leaked, like very clearly. And like he just but at the same time, he wasn't mad enough to like say something. He was like say something like outright. He was still being very like weird and mysterious and vague about like cuz this all this tells us is that he wanted to drag Deadline by calling them shoddy and incorrect, and he wanted to say
Pretty
that,
much.
"Oh, I like Adria." Who's Marissa and Ella again? That's basically what he never
Yeah.
said that Maxima wasn't in the film. He never said what was the audition for. He never said that no auditions were going on. He hasn't said anything but literally like vague facts about him and his relation to these actresses, and he wanted to drag Deadline. So it was just kind of like now like what's going on, like it's just like a weird situation.
Yeah. He's very good at doing this. Like I'll admit, like as annoying as it is that he like has to respond to every single leak and give it even more attention.
Yeah,
He's very good at like,
beating around the bush
moving
in
the
a way.
goalpost or like beating around the bush. And I'll give him his props for that.
So yeah, after that got leaked and then James Gunn denied it, we were kind of like, I mean, like, well, what now? So that's why we were discussing Wonder Woman earlier as well, is because when that list first leaked, even before all this stuff happened, which only proved our theory like more, like our theory was that this is secretly like they're like under the cover of Maxima, they're secretly casting Wonder Woman to make a cameo because a Maxima has been like they've been trying to find her for like months and months and months, and she's supposedly the female lead. So like why would they like cast her 1 or 2 weeks before filming? Because she has to train, she has to do all the stunts and the wire work and get the costume fittings and do all that stuff. That takes a long time. So like that's what they do in pre-production. So if cameras are about to roll, they're not gonna cast the female lead. So we were kind of like, whoa. And like the actresses, as we said, like they kind of gave Wonder Woman. So then that's why we thought that like that was a secret Wonder Woman casting, and that added to the fact that like why James Gunn like smashed the rumors down so aggressively and angrily is because he was like, darn it, my plan failed of like hiding Wonder Woman and Maxima because like everyone's catching on. Even though Deadline believed that it was
Literally.
Maxima. Yeah.
And then we have another news source, the Hollywood Reporter. They come out and they add to the dogpiling of Deadline, saying, actually, we have the real scoop. And Adria is still among the people testing for Maxima. And then we have three other faces, one a familiar face, Eva, who we just mentioned from Argentina,
Yeah.
and then Sydney Chandler, who is Kyle Chandler's daughter,
Hal
and
Jordan.
she's already connected to DCU. Hal Jordan. So this kind of gives like, oh, like this is my daughter. Like let me get her into the same universe that I'm in. And then Grace Van Patten.
Yeah. I mean,
And then when you see this list, it's like, once again, it's kind of like, what? Like there's still an odd one out.
Yeah.
But then we have an extra face where it's like, oh, okay.
But like
Like,
these give more
sure.
Maxima though. At least I'm like, okay, this is giving a bit more
Yeah.
Maxima now. I feel like James Gunn, I feel like he's a type of director that I would expect, like out of all the typical castings, he always has like that one like quirky, like weird person who like he wants to see what they'll give. If he wants to like
Yeah.
a weird quirky like representation. That's what I think
A queer.
the that's what I think this kind looking woman is here for. She looks crazy as hell, I'll say that much. So she looks like cuz they're all like the typical you would expect, like the typical femme fatale, like this what you would expect from this. And then she's like in a
Yeah.
straight jacket, she looks crazy as hell. Like she's like the crazy
This
quirky
picture
like
is not doing her justice for the role, which
yeah.
just makes me laugh because it's like I like your theory that so yeah, like this kind of like I see your theory of like him testing for like that one weird quirky actor actress. This blonde woman, it just throws me off as well because I just it's like the same case where like I feel bad. I kind of just feel bad because I know she's not getting the role, but I don't feel bad in the sense that like they're opening up the opportunity to be a part of the DCU regardless of not getting this specific role.
Yeah.
Like Nicholas Hoult, he auditioned for Superman, but he ended up as Lex Luthor,
Yeah.
and he still got the bigger check in the movie. So I mean, chess not checkers. Hello. I see this being a situation where, yeah, they're trying to cloak the Wonder Woman casting with Maxima, but they're also like, killing two birds with one
Yeah, they're
stone.
testing the
Adria
waters
has,
for like strong
yeah,
women in metallic
Adria,
costumes, like what they're gonna give if they have the strength.
yeah, because they might need some
Oh
Amazonian
yeah.
warriors to be in the background of the film, which would also kind of be weird. I don't think an actress like of their caliber would want to be a background character, but at the same time, these aren't like big league actresses anyways, so
Like
it can go either way for them.
I could see like the blonde girl, like she could give Donna Troy. I mean, she if they like wanted a
Yeah,
Donna
like why
Troy,
not?
she could be Donna Troy. But
Hmm.
like I feel like as much as I hate to like say this because it sounds like cheap, but I feel like he's like testing the waters and he's gonna cast Maxima and whatever scraps are left from the casting process, he'll like lump them into the
Oh
Wonder
my.
Woman bunch and he'll be like, okay,
Yeah,
we have these scraps from Maxima, let's like get our Wonder Woman. And it's like
yeah.
Adria is just
Well,
like she's like such like a like out of all of this, she's just like she's like the outlier as like everyone's like discussing like what is going on with her because
I know.
why would she go for this role if she knows that she's like the shoo-in, like she is like the number one candidate for
Right.
Wonder Woman? Why would she be like, oh, I don't want that actually, I'm gonna just be Maxima? Like why would she do that?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I'm kind of like happy because like she's not my number one pick. So yeah, go ahead, be my guest. Enjoy
See, I
the
see
role
people
of
like
Maxima.
you who are very like, oh yeah, let's give the role to Adria so she can't be in the running for Wonder Woman anymore. But I still firmly believe that there is a Wonder Woman casting going on right now. And what I think is happening, James is like, all right, we're all testing for this female warrior, Maxima. But he's already had the chat with Adria.
On the
Jason Momoa
side.
already whispered in his ear. Momoa already whispered in his ear, like, yeah, get my girl this role, like, regardless like of anything else that's happening. They want to see, even if Wonder Woman is not in the movie, the script is being written. They want to see like who is their potential lead for this film that's filming next year. It's like let's not play like the Wonder Woman film is not coming out in 2028.
Yeah.
Like, because it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's being super speeded right now, the script.
Yeah, super speeded, definitely.
So, how I see this going, I think Adria and Eva, I think they're both the front runners
That's what
for
I
both
think too.
Maxima
I
and
think
for Wonder Woman.
I think Eva, she's Maxima, done. Adria, she's Wonder Woman, done.
Yeah.
This is just like a bunch of like, there's just a bunch of news. Like, I feel like this is just like a classic case of like miscommunication where like people just don't know what's
Yeah.
going on. Because if I was to like bet on it, I would be like, okay, so because Eva was like she is the only one out of these that was like consistently for a few months like, oh, she's Maxima. She even toyed around with it. She got interviewed about it. Like, she's Maxima, and
Yeah, I
she's the
remember
typical
that.
like, we need an extra character. It's a James Gunn project. Let's just find some model from the Latin world, and let's just like put her in. Perfect. That's
Yeah.
Eva De yeah. So then
She was asked about it in a random like
yeah.
podcast or like interview, and she's like, "I would love to be a part of the universe." It's like same thing when Adria was asked about Wonder Woman, when
Yeah.
James was asked about Adria. It's like they have like these responses where it's like, "Yeah, I would love to," but it's like, girl, like we already know, like the role is like in your hands, like
Yeah.
you already got it.
Yeah. I
They're
feel
both
like
walking out with something,
yeah.
and I don't want to say I feel sorry for these ladies, but
They're
'cause I
just
know they're gonna
yeah.
still end up with something in the DCU
She could be Zatanna.
eventually.
Like the crazy
Yeah,
one
like
here.
sure.
Miss Crazy, she could be Zatanna.
Yeah, I think she can go hand. She can go hand in hand with Ella Purnell. Like they can like teach each
They
other
both have
things
like the
about.
big eye, crazy, quirky type of
Yeah,
vibe. But like she
they'll
just
definitely be
looks
fighting for
she
that
just
role
looks
alongside Kat Denning.
Oh. Oh, why would Catwoman go for that role?
Oh, I mean Eva and Adria already are going for that role.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
Oh wait.
So so we have okay, so in conclusion, we have Wonder Woman, we have Maxima, we have Donna Troy, and we have Zatanna's understudy.
Yeah, we have an Arkham. We have an Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, wait, she could be a crazy ass Harley. Wait, I didn't even think of that. She looks crazy as
I would
hell.
eat.
Yes, that would eat. Like even here where she's like trying
Like
to
no shade. no
give
disrespect.
normal, like just you can't
Yeah,
be
like, she
normal
looks-
with that hair. Like the hair just gives
Yeah.
crazy. Like
But yeah, that's officially how we see it going. I feel like we should like bring back the crowns from our Wonder Woman episode. Let's crown.
let's crown. Wait,
Let's,
what does Maxima have?
she has some kind of like head decor.
You know, I was gonna try and search like Maxima crown, but there's no one in this world who would have made a PNG of that.
Like,
No one was gonna make a PNG
hate-
of that.
I hate how these PNGs look on here though. Like, the
I know.
square.
Why do they have the square? Like, and why would you crown her? She's what? She's not Wonder Woman. She's the Wonder Woman's like.
We don't know that. It can go to either of them.
I guess maybe.
Like, why
Like
not?
low key, like her, like she gives it. She just has like, okay, actually, I'm not gonna comment on.
You're gonna say
Oh
their
my
head
God.
is big.
No, I was gonna say her like lips are just like her smile is like huge like the Joker's in this picture.
Oh my gosh. That's why I was gonna say like she's like another one of those like facey
Yeah.
queens.
Yeah.
But like I feel like if it somehow it fits for Maxima, like
Yeah.
I feel like she'll play a
She's like
mean
face.
villain.
Like and she has the big hair to like cover the face as well. So Maxima aside, James Gunn said that there's one like casting left. And that's just kind of like, actually not Maxima aside. There's one casting left, and there's two characters he's been teasing. So what are we gonna do now? Because we have Maxima and we have Jon Stewart, who he knows what he's doing. Because I hate people who are like, oh, is he not allowed to post like pictures or like tease a different character? Is he not allowed to do that? No, he's not allowed to do that because everything he does will be taken as like a leak or like a tease. So he can't just like post like, oh, I love Martian cookies or whatever the Oreo version that Martian Manhunter likes. Oh, I just like wanted to post that for fun. He's not allowed to do that because everything will be taken as a leak and he knows what he's doing. So why would he tease Martian Manhunter and then we know Maxima's coming? So who's the one role left? Unless, let's rewind.
Batman. Yeah.
Unless we rewind and we think of the concept of he knows what he's doing here too. He said one is left. So what if you already cast Eva as Maxima? He's like, oh, that's done. I don't need to mention that. So we have one left, and that's Martian Manhunter.
Like, I mean, let's not forget, he's randomly teasing throughout the summer about Martian Manhunter's favorite cookies, which had a very significant role in the Superman films.
Oh, they
set
did
design.
That is
In the set design, yeah. Like we like had to like point that out. Like he wanted us to like notice that. So
Yeah.
we're dealing with an alien-based story. We're gonna be in space. It's gonna be what seems to be a very cosmic story as well.
Who knows? Brainiac could have destroyed
it's-
Mars or killed all their people. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, who
They
knows?
could change it.
We already know Supergirl is gonna be heading to different planets. Maybe we might see Brainiac earlier on
Maybe.
his planet. as a lone stranger as a tease,
Because we
or
know,
maybe we might see Brainiac in Man of Tomorrow.
yeah, yeah. So like, this is the cost so far, and yeah, it's a big cost. I'm gonna be honest, it is a big cost. But like, it's not a
It is.
Superman 2. It's not a Superman film. It's like like, let's
Yeah,
just call it what it is. It's a Justice League film. Let's just call it like
yeah.
Justice
It's a
League
DC. It's a
Brainiac or
DCU
whatever.
event. Like
It's
this
it's an
is an
event.
event
It's an
movie.
event film. Yeah, it's just like an
It's
event
supposed
film.
to be like crowded, or at
Exactly.
least should feel
And Superman was
slightly
crowded.
crowded.
Superman was crowded, but like
Yeah,
it was still about Superman. Like Superman had most of the screen time. It was about his character and his development, and we got to spend time with him as a character. Like I feel like Hawkgirl and like the Justice Gang were there, but they didn't do anything. They were just there. Besides Mr. Terrific,
yeah.
who he was just a sub
And
in for Batman. That's just the truth. But the
every
other
character
characters,
still had like some kind of like, like heartwarming
yeah, like
plot
a
line,
small,
like
like yeah,
something that
they
we
all
can
had small
follow and care
arcs.
about.
Yeah, they had small
Yeah,
arcs. But they weren't like the focal point. And here I think still the focal point is going to be Lex Luthor and Superman like teaming up. And then
yeah.
the only thing that I'm worried about is because these other characters, like even Jimmy Olsen, they're going to do some crazy ass stuff. They're probably going to like, oh, how did we get onto Brainiac's spaceship by accident? Like that type of vibe. And then I don't know what
Right.
Engineer is doing. I hope
I can
that,
see that happening.
you know what I want to happen? I want, because Brainiac needs to show that he's like powerful and this big threat. So why not like let me murk Engineer right off the bat. Let's kill her. So let's say like,
Oh,
or
wow.
he in fact she's electronic. Like we need some electronic type of vibe here. So what if he infects her and turns her into like the queen of the Brainiac like army or whatever, something like that. I want something
That could be
techy,
very
and I want her to
interesting.
get killed, gone, because she's boring. We're done
Oh
with
my
her.
gosh,
Kill her.
that's
I don't
very.
know what Rick Flag
I
Senior.
honestly, I hope Lois still has a very.
Oh my god, that's what I was
prominent
gonna
role.
say. I don't
Like,
care about the
Lois
rest of these
should be the
characters.
female lead.
What is
Like, I'm
Lois
sorry.
gonna do? Like that's what my main worry is, because it was a trinity. Like it was Superman, Lex Luthor, Lois. It wasn't Superman, Lex Luthor. It was Superman, Lex Luthor, and Lois. Like that's a trio.
Yeah, like they were a part of like the main interviews.
Because
But now that the cast is becoming more star-studded in a way, where Jon
As in
Stewart is entering the
character-studded,
room,
yeah.
you have Aaron Pierce. Yeah, it's like I'm very interested to see how that's going to play out with
yeah,
the what do you call it? The promo run, the press
yeah.
run.
I mean, yeah, and also like, what are they gonna do? Like I think most of these characters are only gonna be there in a. They're heroes. We have a world invasion. We need someone to fight the goons and the robots. Like they're literally just gonna be there in a fighting capacity and in a, this is a war. We need to fight against this. We need to save the Earth. Obviously, they're gonna fight. It's not gonna be. They're not gonna be like in the story, like in the nitty gritty of the story. That's mostly gonna be Superman. I hope Lois Lane has like a proper role, like where she's actively contributing, because like people say like
She contributed a lot.
That's
in the
what I'm
last
saying.
Movie. Like she
Like-
was flying a whole space, like a whole spaceship.
right, and
like,
also
she was not
she
playing around.
saved Superman from that prison cell. No one was gonna do anything. He was gonna go and that's it. She was the one who went. She begged Mr. Terrific to save. She went with Mr. Terrific. She went through the portal. She saved Superman. She orchestrated that whole thing. She flew
Exactly.
the spaceship. She took him to his house. At the end, she was driving the spaceship at the end, right? Not the space, like the Mr.
like,
Terrific ship at
the
the end.
T-ship, yeah.
Yeah, so like she did a lot. Like she was instrumental.
Yeah,
and I
like,
want
she
that
got down to
continue.
business.
Like I want her, like you know what I want? I want her to like at the end of the film, like she needs to like be like okay, like she has an idea that no one is like listening to her because there's like a big war and she can't get through to Superman. She's like fine,
Yeah.
I'll do it myself. So she like intentionally gets like zapped up to one of the ships, like zoomed up to one, and she's like in space. She's like, oh my god, whoa, I'm in space right now. And then she like unplugs some wires or something that like helps defeat Brainiac. Like I want her to do something like that because
Yeah.
she's meant to be like
Like
this like
Lois
boss.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Like she will do anything. I'm just envisioning a scene like where she like intentionally gets zapped into the ship and like she's interviewing Brainiac like, so why are you invading Earth?
Yeah, like oh my god, actually
And
that
then,
would be
like,
so
that's,
interesting.
that even like furthers like Superman's like whole like plan to stop Brainiac. He's like, okay, now like Lois got captured. She got the interview, like she got like the press on to the situation, but like now she's captured. Now he has to go to. Also, I don't know if this should be for like a separate episode because I really want to like discuss like my plot theories for this movie, but like very quickly.
I feel like we can, yeah, you
Like,
can
they're
say
filming-
it quickly, but like I
Yeah,
feel like
they're
I have
filming in a
ideas.
prison next week.
Oh
I
yeah.
think the Justice Guild is going to try to fight Brainiac. They're all gonna fail. They're all gonna get defeated like instantly. Superman has to go to the prison where Lex is being held, and he has to like go as Clark Kent.
That
And
that's
like
from the
I don't know if you've seen the
comics. That's
movie.
from like I think
Yeah,
that's
like from the
from All
comics
Star
where like he's interviewing
Superman.
him, but then
But
like
yeah, but then there's like a
something attacks the
breakout. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
prison. All
yeah.
the prisoners try
And
to
then he
escape,
can't become
and then Clark
Superman.
has to
So
like save
Lex has
Lex.
to
Yeah,
yeah, he has to like act. It's I think that that one scene in Supergirl in the show, it's always on YouTube Shorts where she's like running
yeah.
with Lena and like she has to save them by like oh I slipped and the bullets like fly away.
Yeah.
Like that
Oh, none of the
vibe.
bullets hit me.
No, yeah, like
There's
oh,
literally a Superman film like that has that exact kind of scene where like Superman in prison with Lex, and he has to like he's
is it
Clark Kent, but
animated?
like he has to like it's animated.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they made an animated All Star Superman adaptation. But that is like the type of scene that they're gonna film 100% in the prison, if that's true. And I'm so excited for
yeah.
that. That's gonna be fun.
Same,
I love that. I'm so excited for this film. Like to be honest, like this is
same.
everything.
Like just knowing that's how the plot could go like that, especially just for like the immediate like intro like that like hypes me up a lot.
Yeah. About the earlier point, like I'm kind of still obsessed with the idea of Lois. Like he comes to Earth and he doesn't. He's smart. He's not gonna just like, oh, I show up to Earth, let me explode everything. So like they're gonna like Earth people are gonna be like, what do we do? And so like Lois is gonna be like, I want to like go and talk to the alien because they might come in peace. Like we don't know what this alien is about. And then she goes up to interview him, and then like she's like, and then I want a scene where like Brainiac like likes her more than like everyone else, and then he's like, why did you end up with this scum Superman? Like you're like way too good for him. Like that's like one human that he like likes, that she's like so like brave and like good, like something like that.
And then he like wants to just capture her, and she's
Yeah.
like, "I want you in my collection." She's
Yeah.
like, "Oh no, that's fine, sir. I'm gonna head back home."
Thanks for the
That's fine
interview.
completely.
Thanks for the interview, but I'm actually running like late for some deadlines, so like that type of vibe. Yeah, I think we've talked enough about our crazy theories for this film. But like it comes out in it comes out in a year, more than a year. So like we have time to like
Yeah.
set leaks. We're gonna discuss
So
those. We have
make
time
our
to make our
theories.
theories to see
So I
what
mean, l- literally in
like
like
two
6 months.
weeks.
No,
Oh.
like well, in 2 weeks we're gonna see set leaks, but
Yeah.
like in like 6 months, I guess, or like 7 months, we're gonna see the first teaser trailer
That is
or like the
crazy.
first teaser
In
picture,
December, seeing
which is
a
like is
that is
crazy to think.
insane. That is insane.
We're gonna like already like seeing like the first teaser clip, whilst also knowing who Wonder Woman is. Hopefully, like, knowing that
Wonder
like the
Woman
Wonder Woman
announcement
movie
in
is like
August.
officially
Yeah.
announced. Yeah, some big
Who
things are
knows?
happening.
You know, who knows? We could see a Man of Tomorrow tease at San Diego Comic Con too if they really, really want to push it. You know what I was thinking? Um,
Hmm.
actually no, I wasn't thinking. I just thought of this right now. But there must be a reason why they're filming the prison stuff right now first. And you know what I'm thinking? There's like it's really iconic, like the panels in All Star Superman of like Lex and Clark in the prison. They're filming that first so they can quickly like edit down like a clip, like maybe a 30-second clip of that scene, show it at San Diego Comic Con. It's the first look at Man of Tomorrow, and it's Clark and Lex in the like a little short interview or something, or like a scene
Yeah,
of them. That would
that could
be
be the quickest thing
so.
for them to film,
Yeah,
and then
because
just like
they
show it
film it
off.
quickly and then they show. Yeah, exactly. This. It could be something that's like it doesn't even require CGI, so they could film it and they could just like quickly edit together a clip for July. Like that's not really far fetched, to be honest.
Yeah, like I'm thinking like when they like right when while they were filming Spider-Man, they still like were able to tease it like
Oh
with
yeah,
Spider-Man being
yeah,
on
yeah. And they
set,
were
like
doing little
putting on the
like
mask.
trailers and
I could
stuff.
definitely see
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I can
yeah.
see something like that. Like for sure. Like we can get a clip like that, and that honestly builds my hype. I'm hoping that DC gets their act together, especially now that they're under the control of of the Ellisons. Maybe like want like,
Ellisons, they run
they
a
want
tight
more
ship.
promo.
I need them to whip DC into shape.
Right, like they run a strict program, or at least they need to run a
They
strict
need
program.
to. Yeah.
That also adds to my theory, like the earlier topic. Like, I have another theory that the Ellisons, like, they purposely leaked this thing about Wonder Woman or Maxima just to like test and see how James Gunn would
And,
like nip it in the
yeah,
bud,
and to
how he would
see
react to
how,
it.
like, to see what the hype is like to sort of, because they need something to like
Yeah,
test the
for
gauge the
sure.
waters. Even though Maxima isn't really the best character
Yeah.
to do that, because I've seen some Maxima hate tweets being like, "Who the hell is excited for the
But
second one?"
it still made a lot of noise,
Yeah,
surprisingly, especially with people like still like foaming at the mouth of who Wonder Woman might be.
yeah. So yeah, another thing we could touch on is a Supergirl trailer that came out, which, like, I would sum it up by saying it's basically the teaser, but like you could say like, oh, it's the same as the teaser, but it's like a better version of the teaser, because the teaser has the same sort of like visuals and brown slop, but like this one has like dialogue and emotions and a bit more scenes to sort of explain stuff. And me as someone who I hated the teaser, I grew to hate it because it's a horrible adaptation of the
Oh wow.
comic. But this restored my hope, because this ensures that even if visually it's an extremely ugly film, color wise, cinematography and VFX wise, it is actually a really beautiful film. Like, the shots are really good, they're really like nice, and the VFX actually looks really good, the cinematography looks good, but the acting is really taking it. Like, the acting, like, she is like doing a really good job. Millie Alcock, like, she is just like carrying this film on her back single-handedly. So, and also they spoiled the Superman cameo and the horrific wig that they gave him. They spoiled that. So just to add up some
Yeah.
hype. It didn't really add hype, to be honest, which is kind of sad, but I mean,
But
yeah.
it shows that like this universe is still connected. Like
Yeah.
they're not really like holding on to this like, oh, we can't really include other characters because they're too expensive, or like
Yeah.
they're like
Or
too
Henry Cavill doesn't want
mysterious.
to show up in Shazam. He wants more money. That
Yeah.
type of vibe.
So I like that like
Like,
Superman
there's some like,
is
yeah.
becoming Superman that's actually incorporated in almost every project in the DCU, because he still is the center of
And
this
that's what's
universe.
good about
So
hiring nothing burger actors who are like flops, is like they'll be down to
oh,
appear in anything, which is like what we want.
exactly.
Like, we don't want egoistic actors or directors, like, you know, like shade to like certain type of DC people, but we don't have that now. I feel like David Cornsweet, even if he was a big name actor, like in a world where he's a big, like, huge actor, he's just the type of guy, like, I feel like he'd be down to show up in anything and he wouldn't even ask for that much money, because he just
Yeah.
loves to do it. He loves being Superman, which is like, that's what resonated to me about him, is that he loves playing Superman, and he loves being this, like, he loves just like being Superman, and like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
I want someone who like appreciates the, like, that they are playing this character who, for many people, this is like a pillar of their life. Like, you can't like just it's like you have to kind of lose your own ego when you're playing Superman, because you're like, whatever you're doing is for the people, like, and for the people, for fans. So he's game for that, and that's what I really like. And I think for Supergirl, I think she likes, like, you can kind of tell, like, she wants Supergirl to be a very nuanced, interesting character, and her acting is just amazing. Like, I'm just like, that's the only thing about this trailer that's like really like, whoa, like, I just want to keep talking about her acting because it's so good.
Yeah, honestly, like she really captivated me in this trailer.
Yeah.
Like the scene with Crypto getting shot, like she's crying all throughout. It seems like it's like a similar situation with Superman, where like you just see the main character getting beaten up, and
Yeah.
like they're just like, oh fuck that mess. But with her
Yeah.
case, it's just like she's kind of just accepting it.
Yeah, she's like,
She
oh
just like
well.
lives. She
Like,
lives in it. Like she is the
yeah,
mess.
exactly. Oh my
But I
god,
really like
that's
the
so profound.
colors. I like how we get like more of a sense of what the storyline is about. I mean, we all know what the storyline is about.
But
I
like,
honestly have
yeah.
no notes. I still think it's a little bit more like sandy. I wish we saw a lot more like bright purples, blues, and greens. But
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hope we're gonna see more of that in the summer, like right before the movie comes out, when more clips start releasing,
Cause like,
and like more we get like more like mid reels or whatever.
yeah, because with these films, I feel like 1 or 2 weeks before the movie drops, they just put everything, like, even spoilers, like, they just
Honestly,
include everything,
yeah,
they just put everything out there.
they just throw everything out there
Yeah,
just to make anybody watch.
yeah. And I mean, we have heard some things about this film, which I don't know like where they got this from, but apparently in an interview, Craig Gillespie said they visit 7 or 8 planets or 9 planets, and one of them is Tamaran, where
That
obviously,
really if that's true, that like really excites me
Yeah, because we're gonna get.
because I don't know if you remember when we were already hyped off of when they announced some like Valerian warriors being casted.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know if you remember that. That was such
Oh
like
my
a niche
god,
reference to
yeah.
like some Superman side characters. So I'm like, they haven't even showed like a slither of like these kind of things.
Because we've only
And
seen
now
like
I'm like
poop
randomly
planets.
thinking of of the Marvels when I didn't watch that movie, but like, I watched someone talk about how there was like planets they went to and there was like a singing planet.
Oh yeah.
I just hope we don't have like things like that in this film.
I feel like it's too.
Cause
They respect themselves. The people who made this
yeah,
movie, they're
I
not just trying to get a
honestly
cheap laugh out of the
this movie
audience.
seems very grounded. Only thing that I can complain about so far that's making me just like not really feel it is the villain himself, Crag.
Yeah.
That's his name. Like he just looks
Creme.
Crab. Crab. See, like I don't even care about his name. Like he just looks like he just like such a sore eye. Like it hurts to look at him. Like I don't want this to be on my
he's so
screen. Like
he's so such a,
especially when you
like a
compare it to in the
disgusting
comics. Like
generic alien, like not even
it's
alien,
kind of
like a
crazy. Like
robotic, like he just looks like a disgusting
yeah,
generic alien, like
like
pirate thing jiggy, like
it's just such a weird choice in my opinion because
yeah.
it takes away from the fact that like someone who could look fairly normal or human could still be capable of doing evil things. I don't think they really needed to go this far in order to be like, oh, he's edgy, he's a bad guy, when they could have
Yeah.
just, shown us through his actions.
Exactly. Oh my god, you know what's so crazy? You actually blew my mind with that point because that's what they're trying to do. They're like, because in the comics, he just looks like a normal guy, but that's the point. He's just supposed to be an asshole. In this, they're like, how
Exactly.
do we make him look crazy and evil and edgy and villainous? Let's give him spikes and beads on his face and dark eyeliner and Viking hair and an axe, and let's make him lick the axe like a psychopath. Like no, like we don't
Exactly.
have to make him like this. We don't have to make every character a Guardians of the Galaxy character. Like we're good. We're
It's
good.
almost like a similar issue to like Superman where like we have this bright colored superhero and like they kind of like want to contrast it with like the villain who's like all in black or like the engineer who's like gray and dark, when I feel like it would be more fun if we had the villain who was
Yeah,
also like
color
in this
versus
bright
color.
and like
Exactly.
brother color. Yeah, like Lex Luthor could have had his bright green armor set in Superman, but we didn't get that. And here we could have had Krem with his bright pants with like bright orange hair and his purple eyes with a regular like face. He could have had like dark eyes still. He could have made they could have made him look crazy, but this it just seems like a bit too much, and it kind of makes me like a little bit upset that they can't really do anything about it now. Like they can't really like edit a new face onto him.
Yeah.
I'm sure they can do reshoots, but he's just so incorporated into the movie that into the storyline that I just don't think that's possible. But that's just my one critique. Everything else I really like.
Same. And even like people are mixed on the Jason Momoa, but like I love that he's here. Like he adds a burst of like
Yeah,
he
honestly.
adds like energy to the film in a way that is like it's just like adding something. Like you can kind of tell like it's like a tinge of fun because like the whole movie is so depressing and like sad. He like adds that little bit of like excitement and joy that like you kind of do need. Like as much as this does need to be a
Yeah, and I don't want to get even more negative, but so far like the hairstyling is another complaint from
oh
me.
yeah.
Like we see Superman, his hair like it's not as like big and poofy as it should be. You still barely see the curl. Same issue with Millie Alcock as Supergirl. Her hair isn't like I don't know. It's not doing it for me. Like, understand it's not supposed to be like she's not supposed to be like upkept or whatever. Like
But it's just like
the hair is supposed to
thin
be like
and
looking in a
fried. Like it's just like crazy
yeah.
thin and fried. It's like
I just
yeah.
they could have done a bit more with it. Like they could have added more volume to it. I feel like it looked perfect in at the end of Superman when she made her cameo
Yeah.
appearance.
I mean, I
But
don't know what happened to her hair. I mean, also, I don't like this trend of like female characters that are blonde or redheads and you just like make them like you make them like light brown or you make them like kind of red. Like I would have wanted like cuz why
yeah,
are her roots like isn't she from Krypton with like blonde hair? Actually, I don't know the lore. I don't know if she dyed it blonde. I don't think so. But
yeah, she was a natural
if she's a
blonde.
natural
I'm
blonde, why
sure.
does she have like dark brown roots? Like what's this about? Like why can't she have like fully blonde long luscious hair?
Yeah,
Cuz like You could just say it's Kryptonian DNA where your hair is always long and luscious, like it doesn't get like crazy. Cause like even in the
Well, I guess
comics,
some natural blondes like they start off with like very bright blonde hair, and their hair does get darker. It can get darker as they age, so maybe it's that kind of case. But I see what you mean. Like they could have definitely like made her hair like very bright blonde,
yeah,
even down to the roots.
and longer
Because
and
this is a
thicker.
fictional
Because
universe.
exactly, you're a fictional alien character. What if Kryptonians just always have big, luscious hair, like no matter what happens to it? Because like, yeah,
Exactly.
I mean,
But
yeah,
also Ruthie, I think she did a really phenomenal job with her acting. I don't think we really touched on that either, but I'm really like excited to see how this whole thing plays out and comes together
yeah,
in the end.
yeah.
Uh, do you have any closing thoughts for any of these stories
I mean,
that you would like to say?
like if we were to conclude everything, Maximus casting is probably gonna be because like when was I don't know how many days it was between when the Superman and Lois final like sheets came out of like these are the finalists and then them actually being cast. It wasn't too long though, so like Maxima is
Yeah,
probably gonna be cast before filming starts. And we are
like by the end
just
of next week.
no like we are just about to head into peak season for DC because like 1 or 2 weeks we have Maxima cast, then we have Man of Tomorrow filming, and if it's a prison where they're actually filming, you can get drones there. Like actually,
Yeah,
low
I
key,
want hall leakers on set by
how do they clear a prison?
by midnight that afternoon.
How do they
That's
clear?
honestly, I
Like,
had that same kind of thought.
they're
Like,
like okay, bye
do they just like
criminals.
send all the prisoners? Do they send them to like somewhere else for like the day? Like, all right, you guys are on like mini vacation.
But like, yeah, so like we're gonna get set leaks, we're gonna get drones. So we're getting Maxima. Then I think when filming starts, we're gonna get a little something from. I think if I was James Gunn, I would take a lesson from Spider-Man, the most watched trailer of all time in mankind's history. Let's get that first out of the way. The amount of hype that this movie carries, Spider-Man is unlike any other movie ever in history. Maybe like Avengers Endgame, besides obviously. We need to follow a similar formula. We need you to, from the day that filming starts, you need a filming day one clip reel where everyone's like those corny clips of like I'm so glad to be back, like all those actors are like, it's like that type of vibe where you kind of like make it an event that shooting is starting. Even that, I want to get that. Then I want to get
Honestly,
then in the summer
like keep the hype
keep
going.
the hype going, exactly. Then it's just this summer, like we're just about to head into May, and then it's bam bam bam. May is filming, June is Supergirl press tour, Supergirl world premiere, Supergirl the film. Then we have in July or June the Batman Part 2 filming. Then we have the next
And the
film
Wonder
gonna
Woman
be
cast
Wonder Woman casting, the
announcement,
next film
or
announcement,
a movie
San Diego
announcement.
Comic
Yep.
Con, and then
And then August we have Lanterns.
August we have Lanterns, and that will run into September, and then in September or October we have Clayface, which is going to introduce Gotham and potentially Batman to the DCU. We've heard nothing about Clayface. We don't know who's going to be
Yeah,
in there.
right.
We could
Batman might make his debut
yeah,
this
we could
year
very
as
well
alongside Wonder Woman.
exactly. We could very well have a Zatanna in that film too because of the set leaks. We could have any character
And I'm
from
black.
Batman's Rogues Gallery.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Did you
Same.
hear when I said? Do you see when I? Did you hear when I said "and Black Canary"? Or did that part cut off?
Oh, actually, I think I was listening, but yeah, and I mean, I don't think so, but sure.
Well, yeah.
And then that will carry us into like November. Sure, we can have one dry month, even though it's not gonna be dry because Clayface would have just come out, and like all this stuff is getting teased. And then in December, guess what? First look at Man of Tomorrow, and then the next year
Exactly.
we have Wonder Woman filming, Brave and the Bold filming, Batman casting. We have Man of Tomorrow trailers, Man of Tomorrow press tour, Batman trailers, Batman press. We are just like
like we can
it's
only
crazy.
dream. It's
We
gonna be
are
a point where every single day or every single day there's gonna be something
because
DC related that
Superman.
we can
That's
talk
what I'm
about.
saying. It sounds
Think about.
crazy, but last year there was a point where every single day there was something new coming out. Like even small things like
Yeah.
popcorn buckets, like that was still driving hype. Like, can you imagine how crazy it is that we're living in a DC era again, where like we're going full speed ahead, and like that's just so. I'm so happy because no matter what happens to the Ellisons, at least this year and next year we're going full speed ahead, which
Yeah,
That's 2 years where I
honestly,
can be satisfied as a fan. Where and like the thing is, I think we
there's always
discussed
gonna
this
be something to look forward to.
exactly. I think we said this in our last episode too. But like between our last episode and now was pretty much the only dry period we're gonna have, hopefully for 2 years. Because now the ball
Yeah.
is rolling. Like that's insane. Like I just love being a DC fan right now.
Yeah, same. I feel like we're going on like a long tangent when we should have like closed the video.
Yeah.
But like one last point, this could be added or you can take it out anyways. Um, like Man of Tomorrow being like the third movie event, if they kind of follow a similar structure, it would be Wonder Woman, Brave and the Bold, then maybe the third Superman movie, or the Justice League film.
Justice League, Teen
And that,
Titans, The Flash. We have like
yeah,
that's another crazy
that
thing.
and that excites me a lot.
We don't know what's coming next, which is the craziest part. Like we don't know what's next.
Literally.
But like I guess we'll have to see. So yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we'll catch you in the next podcast episode, which
And this,
won't be too far away by the looks of how much news and media is coming out. And we have to discuss
hopefully we can see you guys again very soon.
exactly. We still have to discuss when hopefully Supergirl's ad campaign is about to start properly. We can discuss our marketing, tips and ideas and what our reviews of what's actually going on, like we did last year with Superman.
Yes. I like literally can't wait.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for
Yeah.
watching and tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comments below and let us know what you think.
Exactly. Do all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next video.